Welcome to Farmers Union Insurance Center here in Scheels Arena. We apologize for the late start as we were experiencing some technical difficulties before the game, but we are underway and ready to go. 16:06 remaining here in the first period. Puck picked up by the Fargo North defenseman. Dumped in there. Played along the near side boards there by Kirkaby. Kirkaby picks it up. Tries to force it up the near side boards, the Gores. Gores flicks it off the glass up to Bryant. Bryant all by himself. Back checked there by Haar. Haar picks up the puck, shoves it along the near side boards. Wetch able to dump it back in. Acer up, pressuring. Looked to be Skarprud there at the point. Wetch picks it up, kicks it back to Skarprud. Skarprud up to his forward. Picked up there by Seabold. Seabold again. Tried to kick it up there to Friddle. Friddle not able to obtain it. Wetch eventually picks it off and dumps it into the zone, saved by Stahl. The deflection off of Stahl was picked up by Bergeron. Bergeron along the near side boards into the corner. Donabauer comes in and picks it up for Fargo. Sell it behind the net. Nice move there to get away from Thrash. Donabauer up to his point man to Sunderland. Sunderland with a low shot, save Stahl. Barely missed it there off of Sunderland's stick. Good forecheck being shown here early by the Bruins. Dean with the shot, blockered away by Stahl, and it will go out of the play with 14:40 here remaining in the first period.
Pretty back and forth start there between both teams. Only 2 shots on goal in total so far. South, though, able to get more of a sustained pressure over North here and having a couple shots on goal already, getting a couple good rebound opportunities. They're going to be looking to keep that up for the rest of this night.
Face-off here between Hallquist and Sandy. Tie up there at the face-off, and Fargo North will go and try to retain possession. Along the near side boards now. Back check showing here by Bourne and Zazada. Zazada knocks him off the puck, and Hager is pressuring Hallquist now. Dumped in there by Fargo North. Hallquist with the forecheck on the far side boards. Sandy going at it with Zazada, showing some pressure as well. Hallquist and Richards were showing the pressure down low for Fargo North. Dumped in there, picked up by Zazada. Zazada showing some patience along the near side boards, tries to fling it over to Bourne. Not quite able to retain it, but kicks it along to Senf, and Senf was offsides.
Bit of a mistake there from South. Could have been a costly one because that's Senf there who, along with Sandy also on his line, are 2 of the top 3 scorers in the state. They've got a lot of firepower on this South Bruins team. So a couple mistakes here and there might not hurt them too bad, but they got to make sure they limit those for the rest of tonight.
Dumped in there by Wetch. Stopped by Stahl behind the net. Walls was the one to pick it up. Intercepted by Gores. Gores with a shot. Not quite able to capitalize. Another shot there by Bryant. Just over the right shoulder of Stahl. Wetch with the shot over the top of the net. Skarprud able to keep it in the zone. Gores not quite able to retain the puck. Flicked up out of play there by Fargo North. Looked to be Harrison Astrup there. That flicked it out up into the Fargo South-Shanley bench.
Big game for both teams tonight. We weren't able to really get into our pregame stuff with our technical difficulties earlier. But tonight for the South Bruins, win here keeps them in the 2nd seed in the East, while a loss will knock them down to number 3. And North, currently sitting at the 6th seed, is fighting to get one of those top 4 seeds heading into the EDC tournament and then eventually into the state tournament in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, Henry, like you said here, Fargo North sitting at the 6th seed in the East. Maybe you want to play spoiler here to Fargo South-Shanley, try to knock them down a seed and try to really mix up the EDC as tournament time is about ready to get underway. Icing will be the call here on Fargo South-Shanley, as Sturlogson was not able to trace it down far enough.
As you were saying there, Coop, if North can maybe spoil South season a little bit, but a little bit of momentum going into the EDC tournament, they could string together a few games, find a way into the state tournament, and then they've already played the top 2 seeds from the West and beat both of them, so then they could pull off a first-round upset in the state. If they can really just get some momentum going, you never know what could happen for a team like North, who's a little bit behind in the seeding right now.
That face-off in that zone was won by Sandy, but they were not able to quite get it out yet. Scarperud plays it off the glass. Kept in there by North. Picked up by Friddle. Friddle over, that was Tosinson with a shot that just went wide. Sandy not able to cover it up. Picked up there by Nathan Friddle. Friddle with the shot wide. Picked up by Sandy. Sandy up to his partner, Semph. Semph not able to retain it. Astrup dumps it in, and Fargo North will ask for a line change here. Sandy tried to stop it behind the net. Kind of a weird hop there, but Wetch will eventually pick it up. Wetch off the glass. Kept in by Ellingson, not for long. Sandy with a good forecheck there. Goes back to Wetch. Wetch picks it up, and Walls dumps it in for Fargo North. Sandy stops it behind the net, gives it to Grayson Wetch. Wetch over to his defense partner, Jake Scarperud. Scarperud up to Semph along the near side boards. Semph tries to evade Ellingson there, not quite able to do so. Picked up again by Semph, surveying his options. Up to Boren. Boren with Sandy along the far side boards. Boren eventually dumps it in. Picked up by Ellingson. Fargo North will start their breakout. Ellingson kicks it up to Sunderland, who is a Fargo South defenseman, gives it to his partner Dean, who dumps it in. Dean, definitely a strong defensive presence here on the Fargo South-Shanley team, able to keep that puck alive and keep it in the offensive zone for Fargo South-Shanley. Puck squirted up there by Fossum, picked up by Dean. Dean showing off his speed, gives it to Bryant. Bryant not able to catch that pass. Hallquist up the far side glass. Great rush there shown by Fargo and North, as that looked to be Caleb Friddle, one of the senior captains and leaders here on this Fargo North team, not quite able to capitalize on that good back check there by Jake Bryant. Fargo North, starting to show a lot of good pressure here as Fargo South-Shanley breaks this one out. Dumped in by Bryant. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson over to Hallquist. Hallquist trying to split the defenders, gives it to his partner there. Friddle. Friddle missed it wide. Rebound, save Sandy. Good shot there from the point by Wyatt Johnson, deflected by Michael Hallquist. Save Sandy. We'll have a face-off with 10:30 remaining here in the offensive zone of Fargo North.
North showing a lot of strong pressure here in the coming minutes after that early little rush from South. They've gotten the last 5 shots in this game, getting a lot of good scoring opportunities, getting a lot of good rebounds and pucks to the net. Their offensive pressure right now is just really amazing, and South's is on their back of their heels right now. They're looking to get it out, just to get a one rush to help them fix up this game.
Yeah, Henry, and like we've mentioned before, how much of a powerhouse in the East Fargo South-Shanley has been this year. When it's a rivalry game like this, you never know what can happen when Fargo North comes to play the Bruins. Picked up by Walls behind the net. Walls looks at his options. Knocked off the puck there by Bergeron. Picked up there by Semph. Bartz picks it up there for North. Sandy knocks him off the puck. Picked up there by Astrup. Astrup dumps it in after Sandy rubbed him off the puck. Stop behind the net by Sandy. Picked up by Wetch. Wetch with the puck now. Flicks it up. Tries to find a forward there. Not any of his forwards were there, as Johnson not able to grab that puck, and icing will be the call for Fargo South-Shanley. 9:41 remaining here in the first period.
Cooper, as you were saying there, with a rivalry game, you can never know what happened. Both the north side and the south side of Fargo here come into play. Both teams probably got a little extra emphasis on this game on the schedule. Of course, maybe not the most high-seeded matchup, but no matter what seeds you are when you're playing your rival, it's always a big game.
Puck being fought here at neutral ice. Picked up by Donabauer. Donabauer over to Bergeron. Zazada with the puck now in his defensive zone, being patient with it. Zazada off the glass to Donabauer. Donabauer rubbed off the puck there by Tyler Thrash. Battle for the puck here now at the blue line in the offensive zone of Fargo South. Fargo North comes out, as that's Wyatt Johnson with the puck over to his D partner. Up to Seabold. Seabold tried to give it over to Fossum. Fossum's pass intercepted by Zazada. Zazada over to Sturlogson. Offsides will be the call, as Bo Bergeron was too quick to enter the zone there.
Looks like he was trying to get back across, but wasn't able to fully do it, as he got kind of picked off by a North player there entering the zone. Therefore, we're going to have another faceoff out here, and South's looking to win with the puck in their zone.
Picked up there by Kirkaby. Kirkaby pressuring, save, stall, rebound. Juicy rebound left out there in front by Stahl, but Fargo North back checkers were able to clear the puck out. Picked up by Walls behind the net. Walls with the puck. Gores and Johnson going at it in the corner. Gores with the puck. Over to Kirkaby. Kirkaby tried to shove it down low, saved by Stahl. Kicked in the corner there. Bryant with the puck now. Fargo South-Shanley showing a lot of patience here. Not a very good pass there by Jake Bryant, picked off by Caleb Friddle. Friddle pressuring Dean now as he dumped in the puck. Dean tried to give it to his defense partner, Zazada, who fell down and picked it up there, shoved it up there to Gores. Gores drops it back for Dean, intercepted by Hallquist. Zazada knocks Hallquist off the puck there, and Bryant went back and knocked it off the glass to our near side boards. Weird bounce there in front of Sandy's net. He is able to stop it, however, and gives it to Carson Dean. Carson Dean with the puck now, showing off his wheels. Knocked off the puck there by Nathaniel Friddle, younger brother of Caleb Friddle. Rush there for North. Great shot there by Dorsey. Harrison Astrup there, but a great routine save there by Zach Sandy as the puck goes out of play with 7:45 remaining here in the first period. One thing I would like to mention, folks, is not the scoreboard, but the clock will not be showing on our broadcast today, so Henry and I will try to keep you updated as best we can on the score.
Yep, and as you just saw there, 7 minutes, 45 seconds left in this beginning period. Time starting to move by a little bit faster here.
John Lang with the puck now along the far side boards. Dumps it in and Sandy picks it up, knocked off the puck there by Johnson. Shot there from the point by Wetch, blocked by his own player, Drew Sandy. Picked up here now by Harrison Astrup. Astrup dumps it in, and North will ask for a line change. Sandy once again stops it behind the nets. Now, Henry, something I've really noticed in the early parts of this game is Fargo North has been doing a lot of dumping and chasing. I mean, maybe more so dumping, not a lot of chasing. They've been doing a lot of line changes and not really been able to get a lot of sustained pressure here when they dump the puck in. Anything that you think they can do, as Drew Sandy makes a great move around the defenseman, over to Senf. And I think offsides will be the call once again there on Senf. But, Henry, the point I was trying to get to is when Fargo North dumps it into the offensive zone like they've been doing so well, what do they need to do to be able to sustain that forecheck and keep Sandy on his toes in the net tonight?
Well, I think part of what I've seen from them so far is they seem to be a lot more of a physical hockey team than a lot of the other teams we've seen play in the East against South. So I think the dump and chase method for them, as long as they can just get to the puck in the corner, is good for them because they have a lot of physical bodies and strong power to use to try to get a good rush then out of that. But so far tonight, other than just a couple times here and there, they've not really been able to get back and get the puck in the zone before the South defenseman. If they're going to be looking to put a goal on the board here up in the coming minutes or just at all tonight, they're going to have to be able to get into the corners with those defensemen, get dirty, get physical, and get the pucks out front.
Physicality is definitely a key factor that Fargo North prides itself in, but one thing to note about Fargo South-Shanley is their speed, so it's kind of that physicality versus speed matchup that we're going to be watching for, see who will come out on top in that category tonight. Picked up by Nelson behind the net. Along the far side boards there, Fargo South-Shanley still able to retain possession as Gores is pressuring Nelson. Nelson overs to his deep partner, Wyatt Johnson. Johnson, cross-ice pass to Thrash. Thrash across center ice, dumps it in. And once again, the forwards for Fargo North, will change. Picked up by Lars Hager. Hager up to Gores. Gores back to Hager. Hager fumbles the puck there as he is pressured heavily there by Nate Friddle. Friddle dumped the puck in, picked up by Zazada. Zazada being pressured by Dylan Tostenson. Zazada gives up the puck and picked up there at the point by Walls. Walls dumps it in. Hager going at it, wins that battle up to Bergeron. Bergeron behind the net. Over to Donabauer. Donabauer being rubbed off the puck there nicely up to Sturlogson. Sturlogson dumps it into the zone, picked up by Ellingson now. Fargo North will start their forecheck, Ellingson gave it up to Tostenson, and Tostenson dumps it in. And Fargo North will try and forecheck in their own offensive zone. Astrup rubbed off the puck there nicely there by Fargo South-Shanley defender. North showing a lot of good offensive pressure here as Fargo South-Shanley needs to get the puck out of the zone. Sandy and Scarprud going at it. Wetch, however, eventually comes out with it along the near side boards. Wetch off the glass, out of play. And with 4:51 remaining here in the first period, the score is still 0-0 We will have a face-off in the offensive zone of Fargo North.
Looks like the teams might be looking to give out some souvenirs tonight, as that's the second puck that's ended up in the stands over here. A little bit higher, and they might get one over here to us. What do you think, Cooper?
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta watch out for those, Henry. Stoppage and play here as Zach Sandy will looks like fix something here with his. Looks to be one of his pads or skates, maybe. We'll see what we can get on that. Henry, your thoughts that we've seen a lot of back and forth play, a lot of dump and chase here by Fargo North. Couple sustained series there by Fargo South-Shanley, some quality shots, some not so quality shots. What does each team need to do to be able to sustain that offensive pressure and get high quality shots in the slot and make these goalies work tonight?
Well, both teams so far have kind of just been getting some garbage shots on net, trying to get rebounds and whatnot, which always can be good because any shot can be a good shot as long as you get somebody in front of the net. But both teams probably want to be looking to get a little bit more of a sustained rush every time, getting a couple more passes around the zone, finding an open shot, so that even if they don't get that in and it comes out for a rebound, they've got a lot more of an open lane to try to put one back into the net, as both of these goalies are very good.
Another face-off here in the offensive zone for Fargo North, between Friddle and Sandy. Friddle wins that one to his partner Thrash. Thrash shot on net, saved by Sandy. Sandy's puck deflected into the far side corner there. A host of Bruins and a host of Spartans there battling for the puck. We'll see who comes out with this. Drew Sandy ultimately comes out with it along the far side boards, picked up there by Carson Dean. Dean rubbed nicely off the puck there by Braden Richards. Dean tried to dump the puck in once again, picked up, however, by Friddle. Friddle with kind of an errant pass there, looking for his forward line mate, not able to connect, and icing will be the call.
Just a little bit over 4 minutes remaining in the period. Shot totals both kind of low, at least so far in this game. Both teams pretty good at their defense. Both have great goalies, so that's not too much of a surprising statistic so far up to this point in the game. South, though, have an offensive pressure here to begin with on the faceoff, and they got that top line out there looking to put one in.
Friddle for North wins that faceoff, shoved along the far side boards, picked up by Semp. Semp tries to play it into the zone, not able to do so as it's picked off there by Walls. Walls, a nice cross-ice pass there that we saw from Tostenson, but Tostenson not quite able to bury it home. Fargo South-Shanley pressuring now. Drew Sandy knocked off the puck. Semp picks it up. A lot of physical play being shown here by Fargo and North. Walls tried to play it along the far side boards. He's got Tostenson in the offensive zone. Tostenson over to his line mate. Shot, save Sandy. Great shot there by Astrup. Sandy with another great save as that pass went all the way across ice from Tostenson to Astrup. Jake Bryan now in the slot. Deflected there by a host of Spartans. Ultimately picked up by Wyatt Johnson. Johnson clears center ice and dumps it in. Hager and Johnson will go at it now in the corner. Picked up by a Fargo South back checker. I wasn't quite able to pick up who that was. Looks like Grant Gores. Gores was able to dump it out of the zone, which was picked up there by Richard. Richard tried to force it to Hallquist. Intercepted by Zazada. Zazada with the puck. Up to the point to Bryan. Bryan with a shot. Just missed it wide left. Kirkaby and Nelson going at it down there in the Bruin offensive zone. Picked up along the far side boards by Mayer. Mayer shoved off nicely by Bryant. Another puck out of play here as Zazada and Mayer were going at it at the point. 2:42 remaining here in the first period. Score still 0-0 in Fargo.
South starting to get a little bit more of a rush going with more sustained and constant pressure. They've been looking to try to get a better shot opportunity, however, as they've only had a couple. Never mind.
Just as you were saying to Henry, Fargo South-Shanley able to capitalize on that offensive zone draw. Looks like Carson Dean, one of the junior leaders, in that defense position, arguably one of the top defenders in the state and definitely one of the top defenders here on this Fargo South-Shanley hockey team. But coincidentally, Henry, right as you were saying that, Fargo South-Shanley able to capitalize on that offensive zone draw, and it's 1-0 Bruins.
Yeah, I mean, as has happened in past games, it seems as once I start to talk about stuff like that, South finds a way to net one. But just in that situation, it almost looks like they kind of caught off guard North there as they got a nice face-off win and an easy shot on net. that just snuck by Stahl, and just like that, South is in the lead.
One thing we have seen from Fargo South-Shanley as Stahl is able to cover up that rebound off the shot of Zazada's stick is once Fargo South-Shanley gets on the board, they've really been known to, keep their foot on the gas pedal and really capitalize on more and more opportunities as the game goes on and kind of run away with games. So we'll see if Fargo North is able to stay in this one with just over 2 minutes remaining in the first, 2:21 to be exact.
Yeah, most definitely, Cooper, because as you said, once they get a little bit of a lead, behind their strong defense and great goaltending from Zach Sandy, any lead that South has is hard to come back from for any team, especially a team that might not be one of the higher-seeded teams in the EDC.
That faceoff was won by Drew Sandy, but broken out here by Astrup. Astrup with a nice move around the South defenseman, saves Sandy, rebound. Not quite able to hammer it home is Friddle. Friddle up to Johnson. Johnson tried to force it back down, picked up by Wetch. Wetch tried to find one of his forwards, who looked to be John Lang, one of the new faces we've seen here throughout this game in the Fargo South-Shanley uniform. Wetch not able to give it up there to Lang, and shot there by Johnson and saved by Sandy. Zazada with the puck, tried to throw it up the far side of the boards there, picked up by Johnson. Johnson not able to corral it. Semp ultimately with the puck in their offensive zone. Great pass there by Sandy. As Sandy looks like he was being hooked, but not. Checked off the puck there nicely by Fossum. Johnson now over to Friddle. Friddle trying to go in the zone there. Looks like we're going to have a tripping call here on Seb Zazada, as Friddle was trying to burn Zazada wide, and Sandy was able to make a nice save, even though the penalty will be upcoming here for Fargo South-Shanley. We will see what Fargo North's power play is all about, and maybe they can tie this one up. We have 1:19 remaining here in the first.
Yeah, with an extra guy out there, a little extra space, maybe they can finally find a way to get an opening. They had a good rush going there until the trip. Still were able to get a little bit of a good rebound out before the net popped off, but now that because of that, they'll have a power play, so a good play overall for them, and we'll see if they can pull anything off here.
Shot here from the point by Fargo North, deflected wide. Good shot there by Richards. Johnson not quite able to keep in the zone, and Gores will try to burn him wide. Rubbed off the puck there by Johnson. Nice play there by Gores. A lot of physical play being here showed by Fargo North. Bryant pressuring now on the penalty kill for Fargo South-Shanley. Richards over to Hallquist. Hallquist showing his patience back to Richards. Richards trying to set it up along the near side boards, forced into the corner by Hager. Hager trying to clear. Johnson with the puck now over to Hallquist. Hallquist back to Johnson from the point. Over to Richards. Richards back to Johnson showing his patience. Richards with the puck now along the far side circle. Richards up to Johnson. Johnson looking for a shot, not able to have one. Hallquist with the puck now up to Johnson. Johnson wanting to pull the trigger, not able to do so. Finally pulled the trigger there by Richards, but he misses it wide. 15 seconds remaining here in the first period, and Fargo South-Shanley will get the clear here with 10 seconds remaining. Maybe one last rush here by Fargo North. We will see what they elect to do. Looks like they will let the time run out here with the end of the first period now happening. 1-0 here. Fargo South-Shanley leads Fargo North 1-0. 41 seconds will remain on the Fargo North power play when we come back for the second period of play. Don't go away, folks. We have a good EDC hockey matchup here on our hands tonight. Welcome back here to Farmers Union Insurance Center in Fargo, North Dakota. Before the second period gets underway, we would like to let you hear a word from our Shanley TV sponsors, and then we will start dissecting the second period of play. We'll be right back.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Butler Machinery, Ed's Marine, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Haley's Hope, Hurley's Religious Goods, Luther Family Buick GMC, Master Construction, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Northern Improvement, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, Sanford, Scheels, Taxman, TCI Insurance, and Wolf Steel Construction.
Welcome back, folks. Cooper Mattern here alongside my partner, Henry Collins. The second period has just gotten underway with 16:45 remaining in the period. Henry, your kind of thoughts here as we get the second period underway. A lot of back and forth momentum shown by each team, and Fargo South-Shanley was able to capitalize on one of their opportunities. I mean, your thoughts as what North needs to do to tie it up and as what Fargo South-Shanley needs to do to keep it going.
Well, on the side of North, they just got to keep up their physicality they've had all game. They've been able to get the chances that they have had off of that physicality, getting the puck in deep, getting it back out front, and making a shot opportunity. As for South, their speed and precision passing and strong defense has allowed for their scoring opportunities, which they were able to capitalize on one off of a good face-off, which just shows that they have their good hockey mechanics down and are probably the overall more talented and sound team than North. But in a rivalry game and a physical team like North, anything can happen. And North's been showing that today as they've actually outshot South.
Fargo South-Shanley did start this period with about 20 seconds on the penalty kill. They are back at full strength, however. Hager with the puck now along the near side boards. Hager dumps it in. Will go off the change as a fresh set of Fargo South-Shanley forwards comes out to play. Played along the side there by Tostenson. Tostenson up to Hallquist. Hallquist looks at his options, slips it between his legs. Bodied off the puck there nicely, however, by Scarperud. Scarperud gives it up to Drew Sandy. Drew Sandy knocked off the puck, picked up by Ellingson. Ellingson off the near side boards, intercepted by Scarperud. Scarperud gets the puck once again and knocks it over to Ellingson. Ellingson intercepted by Bourne. Semp will go on the forecheck here for Fargo South-Shanley as he pressures Creighton Walls. Walls was able to play it up there to Astrup. Astrup not quite able to get it to his forward partner as Kirkeby intercepted it. Kirkeby once again with the puck. Him and Bergeron fighting for it. Bergeron not able to retain it. As it was Kirkeby who got it and gave it back to Bergeron. Bergeron dumps it into the offensive zone. A host of Spartans and a host of Bruins going at it. Ultimately up to Zazada at the point. Zazada to Hager. Hager with a shot blocked there by Friddle. Friddle's deflection goes into the corner, picked up by Walls. Walls over to Astrup. Astrup off the boards, intercepted by Zazada. Zazada dumps it in, and Fargo South-Shanley will once again start their forecheck. Hager goes off of the ice, and Sunderland replaces him at the far side defenseman. Not a lot of movement being shown there as the puck finally squirts out along the near side boards here. Astrup and Gore's going at it. Picked up there by Friddle. Friddle over to Astrup. Intercepted by Zazada as he knocked Astrup off the puck. Zazada tried to knock it out of their defensive zone there. Good shot there from about center ice from Ellingson. Saved easily, though, by Sandy. Bergeron trying to break it out now at center ice. Knocked off by Fossum. Fossum tried to play it up off the boards. Dumped in there by Zazada. Zazada showing a strong defensive presence early in this one. Fargo North attacking once again. Jack Siebold with the shot, misses it wide after deflection off Sandy. Semp with the puck. Tries to slip it to his forward partner, Sandy, able to retain it. Drew Sandy all by himself, tries to slip it there past the Fargo North defenseman, Wyatt Johnson. Johnson knocked into the corner there. Great opportunity shown, however, from John Lang to Alex Semp. Semp one of the top scorers in the state, not able to capitalize as Jesse Stahl was in the right position. Fossum with the puck now. Gains the offensive zone, dumps it in, deflected by Sunderland behind the net. Picked up by Dean. Dean and Fossum going at it. Drew Sandy helping out his defenseman. Kicks it out of their defensive zone. Over to Ellingson. Ellingson to Walls. Walls up there to one of his forwards, Caleb Friddle. Friddle. Pass intercepted by Sunderland. However, Friddle picks it up again. Friddle looking at his options, tries to force it up in front there, intercepted by Dean. Dean up to Semp now. Semp looking at his options. Great saucer pass there over to Drew Sandy. Drew Sandy not able to gather it. Picked up, however, by a trailing Semp. Semp knocked off the puck. Stays with it, though, and gives it to his defenseman, Lars Hager. Hager with the slap shot blocked there by Richards. Richards blocked, picked up by Hallquist. Hallquist all by himself. And offsides will be the call with 12:14 remaining in the second period. The score is still 1-0 here in favor of Fargo South-Shanley. Fargo North definitely showing a kind of a step up from what we saw in the first period, and we'll see if they are able to keep that going throughout the rest of the second period.
Yeah, they got a lot more pressure there on that little rush of time. However, 5 minutes into this period almost already, there still hasn't been an official shot on goal for either team. So a lot of possession and time used up by both teams. However, no true scoring opportunities happening in those time periods. So the lead's still sticking 1-0 here for South. But you never know. In hockey, any bounce could go one way and switch a game crazily.
Puck dumped in there by Fargo North, and Tostenson will try to set up shop there in the offensive zone for Fargo North. Picked up by Sturlogson on the breakout. Sturlogson tries to slip it around Johnson. Bodied off the puck there by Johnson. Picked up once again by Fargo South-Shanley. Intercepted, though, by Fargo North's Nathan Friddle. Friddle not able to regain it and dumped into the offensive zone by Jake Scarperud. A lot of back and forth play being shown here by Fargo South and Fargo North. Friddle now with the puck. Shot, save Sandy, rebound out in front. Astrup there, not able to regain it. Gores and Jake Bryant now. Gores over to Bryant. Bryant trying to burn his defender wide, makes a move there around Nelson. Bryant knocked off the puck. Zazada coming in along the near side boards, able to retain possession. Zazada with a nice play there, using his hand to keep it in, blocked by Ellingson off the Zazada shot. Ellingson with the puck now. 3-on-2 with a host of back checkers in Bryant and Gores coming back for Fargo North. Looking for the drop pass there for Fargo North was Ellingson with nobody home, intercepted by Gores. Gores was the one who dumped it into the defense or to the offensive zone of Fargo South, and icing will be the call with 10:39 remaining in the second period.
Opportunity there for South, having the puck kind of in the middle of the slot. Just not able to get off a good shot opportunity. Both teams still just trading blows on offense, looking to try to finally get something to shake up this game. However, both defenses have still been able to hold strong in front of their strong goaltenders.
Yes, Henry, one thing to mention is that strong goaltending. Like you said, Zach Sandy with the highest save percentage in the state of North Dakota, definitely putting that on display tonight. When you have someone like Sandy in the net, definitely a backbone of this Fargo South-Shanley team, you always feel comfortable going into no matter who you're playing, especially in this state of North Dakota with Sandy in front of the net.
Yeah, it kind of gives them a bit of a buffer where if they make a couple mistakes here or there, they know Sandy will be strong enough in goal to keep them from getting scored on. And then if they play a strong defensive game in front of him, there should be no reason for them to ever take any losses with a strong pairing like that.
Another puck out of play there. A face-off here in the offensive zone for Fargo South-Shanley after the stoppage. Face-off between Hallquist and Drew Sandy, brother of the goalie Zach Sandy. Hallquist will be knocked out of the face-off circle, and it looks like Friddle will have to come in and replace him. Face-off between Friddle and Sandy. One by Sandy, slip between Friddle's legs. Sandy looking at his options. Up to Zazada. Zazada with a shot. Just missed it to the right side of Jesse Stahl's left shoulder. Good forecheck here being shown by Semp. Semp up to Dean. Dean knocked off the puck there, picked up by Hallquist. Semp able to keep it into their offensive zone, though. Semp looking at his options. Deflected there by Friddle, and Zazada was not able to retain the puck in their offensive zone. Zazada being pressured heavily here by Richards. Zazada off the glass to himself, picked up by Sandy. Not able to corral that one as Fargo North retained possession in their offensive zone. Dean showing a nice physical presence there, knocking Friddle off of the puck. A scrum going along the far side boards, ultimately picked up by North. Tip there by Friddle, save Sandy. Good shot from the point there, shown by Haar. And Friddle with the deflection, but Sandy was able to stay strong in front of the net. Picked up by Dean. Dean over to Sandy. Sandy up to Semp. Semp and Sandy, two of the top scorers on the state. Over to Sandy. Good back check there, shown by Nate Friddle on Drew Sandy as the puck tried to go across ice from Semp. As we have another play here by Donabauer. Shot saved, Stahl. Good offensive presence being shown, and a good forecheck here being shown by Fargo South-Shanley. A lot of quality opportunities in front of Jesse Stahl. Donabauer going after it with Friddle now. Ultimately won by Bourne. Bourne up to Dean. Dean tried to force it back down to Bourne, picked up by Donabauer. Donabauer behind the net. Intercepted by Haar. Haar not able to find his partner there, Tostenson. Fargo South-Shanley doing a good job keeping it in the zone. Scrum along the near side boards here. We'll see who comes out with it. Picked up by Fargo North's forward Harrison Astrup, but once again knocked off the puck there by Donabauer. Henry, one thing we saw late in the first period and kind of throughout the rest of the first period was Fargo North's physical presence. You can kind of sense that Fargo South-Shanley is kind of matching that physical presence as they showed a lot of offensive strength there. And once Fargo North was able to break it out, they knocked them right off the puck again and started their forecheck again. So something that they've kind of been able to match and something that we'll try to keep an eye on throughout the rest of this game. But physicality is definitely something that you need, and it's good that Fargo South-Shanley was able to match Fargo North's physical presence. Yeah,
I'm assuming that in the locker room, the coach told them that while they've been probably outspeeding them and outplaying them, technically, they need to get a little bit more physical to match up against North. And then if they're able to be even with them in the physicality and still take advantage of them in other areas, they'd definitely be able to keep up their advantage in this game and extend their lead. And so far, they've had the puck in the offensive zone for quite a bit of this period, or at least for the last onslaught of minutes here. And they've really been able to keep it going, get a lot of offensive shots here to even out with North. And their play overall has just been enhanced so far in this second period.
Yeah, Henry, like we've mentioned before and in previous games, defense turns to offense, and if you're able to knock those forwards and those rushing defensemen off the puck, it turns into a lot of good offensive opportunities.
Yeah, it allows you for the defensemen to regroup, get puck back out of the zone, break it out, and then get it up to your offensive players on a fast rush, and then next thing you know, you're up with another goal, and that's just how South wins hockey games.
Kirkby tried to force it over there to Bryant. Bryant not able to capitalize as he misses wide right. Puck picked up by Nate Friddle. Friddle knocked off the puck by Gores. Gores there. Loses it and regained by Fargo North. Fargo North forward Astrup tried to force it up. Zazada picked it off, dumped it into Gores. Gores with the puck now at the blue line. Looking at his options. Good back check there shown by Astrup. Astrup and Hallquist looking for the puck. Kirkby comes in, knocks it away from Hallquist. Hallquist, however, regains it and gains his offensive zone. Dean showing good defensive presence, stepping up there and not allowing that puck to be shot on net. Zazada with the puck now in the defensive zone, looking at his options. Zazada with the puck, up to Bryant. Bryant and Semp now. Semp gaining the slot shot, save Stahl. Good shot there in the upper left corner, even better save by Stahl. Scarperud now in the defensive zone after that puck was cleared by Fargo North's forward Harrison Astrup. Scarper now along the far side boards, intercepted by Johnson. Johnson tried to shove it up there to Friddle. Friddle dumps it in, and the forwards for Fargo North will get a line change. Wetch with the puck now behind the net. Tripped up there by Seabold. Sturlogson with a nice pass there to Sandy. As Sandy gains off and slow shot, save Stahl off his pad. Puck is up in the air. Great save there by Jesse Stahl as Drew Sandy was coming in and burned that defender wide and went to his backhand and tried to lift it there into the upper right corner. A great save there by Stahl with Just over 5 minutes remaining. Right when you thought North was sort of getting a little momentum and a little offensive presence, Drew Sandy comes down and gets a good quality shot there, but a great save by Stalva to keep this game at a 1-goal lead for Fargo South.
Yeah, good breakout pass by John Lang, the freshman there, to get it up to Sandy, and a great move by Sandy to get in, use his speed, get a shot on net, almost getting it to bounce in, but luckily for the case of Stahl, was able to kind of just stick onto the back of his skate, and he was able to kick it back up into his body and save that puck to not allow South to go up by 2.
Timeout was called here by Fargo North with 5:36 remaining in the second period. Henry, what do you think Fargo North, being down a goal here, what are they going to go over in this timeout, try to set something up offensively, try to clean things up defensively? What are your thoughts as what they're going to do coming out of this timeout?
Well, in terms of their defense, I think they've been doing a pretty solid job. While South has had a lot more pressure in this period than the past one, they've been able to keep him out of the net so far, hold on to their strength of defense. But on the offensive side, however, they've been kind of a little lackluster compared to their strong first period opening. So coach is probably trying to draw up just a little bit of different ways for them to get some offensive pressure, get some plays, get some possession, find an open lane for a shot, because with a player like Zach Sandy in the net, they're going to need to get a good open opportunity before they have any chance to put it in the net.
And one thing to mention here, as we do have a final from the EDC girls basketball game, as the Fargo North Spartans fell to the Valley City Highlanders 45-59. The Highlanders pick up the win over the Lady Spartans in that one. We're able to resume play here. Boren and Hallquist going at it in the offensive zone of Fargo South-Shanley. Won by Boren. He is able to retain it. Walls there pressuring all the Fargo South forwards off the puck. Donabauer with the puck now, showing a good offensive presence here, fighting hard for that one. Boren comes in and helps him up, as Hallquist and Walls are there for Fargo North. Ultimately won by Walls. Walls up to Hallquist. Hallquist over to his forward partner, Braden Richards. Richards dumps it in, picked up by Dean behind the net. Dean with the puck. Tried to force it up to Bergeron. Bergeron was not able to pound it home. Hallquist up to Ellingson. Ellingson over to Walls. Walls looking for a shot. Deflected there by Donabauer, rushing the point. Off-kilter shot there, saved by Sandy. Kind of a weird shot showing there by Friddle, but Sandy was able to save it. Another good slap shot there by Michael Hallquist at the point. Another great save by Sandy. 4:40 remaining in the second period. Friddle with the puck behind the net. Great centering pass there to Hallquist. Hallquist not able to bang it home. Fargo South-Shanley showing a good, strong defensive presence here in front of their goaltender, Zach Sandy. Bourne with the puck. Fargo South-Shanley trying to get it out of their defensive zone and get another offensive rush that they've been so good at throughout this game. Dumped in by Zazada. Walls and Bergeron going at it. Bergeron not able to retain, picked up by Walls. Walls with the puck now. Cross ice. Picked up there by Friddle. Friddle with the puck. Friddle with the puck there, over to Richards, and a great glove save there by Zach Sandy. A lot of fast-paced play being played here, and another great save shown by Zach Sandy off the shot of Richards.
North came out very strong off that timeout. Must have worked out for them pretty well. Probably got a good little offensive design drawn up. They got a lot of bodies in front of the net there, which, while they might not have gotten any great quality shots from it, kind of just causes chaos in front of the net. And perhaps a bounce could come out for them if they keep that up. Because as a goalie, when you got a bunch of players in front of the net not getting cleared out, it blurs your vision of the puck that could be coming in and just kind of annoys you when there's that much chaos in front of the net. North's probably going to be looking to keep that up if they want to try to tie it up going into the second intermission.
Yes, Henry, like you mentioned, hockey is definitely a game of bounces, and we'll see if Fargo North is able to capitalize on one and get a goal to fall their way. 3:30 remaining in the second period. Fargo South-Shanley still leading 1-0. Semp with the puck now. Shot deflected there by a Fargo North defender, picked up by Astrup. Astrup and Tostenson now on the forecheck. Astrup tried to slip it around the defenseman Zazada. Saved there by Sandy, and he will retain possession there as Fargo North was on a great forecheck.
North's offense able to pick up a little bit of pace here. time winding down in the second period, but if they can keep that pressure up for the rest of this period, maybe look to get a little bit of a rest headed into the final and third period, as they're going to need to mount a couple of goals here to take a lead on South and get by their strong defense.
Zazada with the puck now behind the net. He's got Hager with him. Zazada elects to keep it to himself, ultimately gives up to Bryant. Bryant tried to break it out, intercepted by Thrash. Thrash dumps it in. Stopped behind the net there by Sandy. Sandy gave it to one of his defensemen, Hager. Hager knocked off the puck, picked up by his forward, Kirkaby. Kirkaby up to Bryant. Bryant now at the puck. Gains center ice, gains the offensive zone, bodied off the puck there nicely by Walls. That puck off of Bryant's stick was picked up by Kirkaby. Kirkaby shoved it down into the offensive zone to Gores. Gores not able to pick it up. Picked up once again by Kirkaby, but Kirkaby was not able to get a good opportunity there on Stahl. Gores with the puck now along the near side boards. Picked up by Walls. Walls with the puck. Walls knocked off the puck nicely there by Donabauer. Donabauer to Zazada. Blocked there by Thrash, and a great block there shown by Tyler Thrash. Dean with the puck off of the Thrash block and dumps it into the zone. Fargo North trying desperately to break this one out of their defensive zone. 1:55 remaining here in the second period. Fargo South-Shanley looking to capitalize on this good offensive pressure that they've shown. Donabauer with the puck. Tries to get around the defenseman Walls. Great poke check there by Stahl, and Donabauer carelessly tries to throw it up to his defenseman who was not there to bang it home. Dean with the puck. Fans on that one. Picked up there by Bourne. Bourne now up to Donabauer. Donabauer tried to shove it over to Bergeron, but picked up by Sunderland at the point. Sunderland shot blocked there by Hellquist, and that block will go out of play with 1:28 remaining in the second period.
Strong possession from the South-Shanley Bruins on that play. Spartans, luckily for them, little mistake on a pass by the Bruins ended up ending a bit of that offensive rush. However, they were able to get it right back down, get it in for another face-off in the offensive zone. Face-off between Sandy and Hallquist. Won by Sandy, up to Zazada at the point. Zazada with the forehand shot, save, rebound, Semp, not able to bang it home. Semp with the puck now. Loses it, picked up by Johnson, cross-ice pass there to Friddle. Excuse me, not Friddle there, that was Braden Richards, who was knocked nicely off the puck there by Zazada. Zazada up to Semp. Semp knocked off the puck, and we have a penalty on Sam Haar here, as he may have got a little too high on that hit there to Alex Semp. 1:03 remaining in the second period. This power play, will go into the third period, and we'll see what Fargo South-Shanley can do with just over a minute remaining setting up this power play. Unfortunately for Haar and the Spartans there, it looked like he had a good hit, however, it's just a little too high into Sem's head. So now South, Semp, and the Bruins will have their first opportunity at a power play here tonight. Haven't seen this yet from them, so we'll see if they're able to put something together to finally go up 2-0 on the Spartans.
What we have seen in previous games, though, Henry, is how strong Fargo South-Shanley power play has been. They've been able to capitalize on a lot of opportunities that have come their way on the power play. Zazada with the puck now, gains center ice. Him and Kirkaby with it along the near side boards. Zazada burns Walls wide behind the net, showing off patience, tripped up there by Walls. Walls grabs it, tries to fling it along the near side boards, intercepted by Kirkaby. Kirkaby with the puck. Over to Semp. Semp not able to regain it, knocked off the puck there by Richards. Richards dumps it into Hallquist. Hallquist not able to regain it. Could have had a breakaway there with 30 seconds remaining in the second. Dumped in by Richards. Picked up here by Semp. Semp with the puck now, showing off his patience and his speed, looking at his options. Semp tries to slip it past Walls. Retains it behind the net. 15 seconds here remaining in the second period. Semp trying to set up shop with Sandy. Sandy with the puck to Zazada. Zazada, Kirkaby. Kirkaby tries to go back door. There, who looked to be Zach Bourne, but they were not able to capitalize. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. In the second period will now come to a conclusion with great opportunities there shown on the Fargo South-Shanley power play. We do have a replay here as Kirkaby tried to go back door to Bourne. Great play call there and a great setup as Fargo South-Shanley was tried to capitalize on that power play. They will have 57 seconds to try to set it up once again as once the third period gets underway. The score is still 1-0 in favor of Fargo South-Shanley. Don't go away, folks. We have a close one here as the third period will get underway in just under 20 minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Farmers Union Insurance Center as we are just about ready to get this third period underway. The score is Fargo South-Shanley 1, Fargo North Spartans 0. Just a reminder that Fargo South-Shanley will start this period with a 57-second power play. Before we get underway in this third period, I'd like to mention that Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathletic.club.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join. So sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level as this third period gets underway here. Drew, Sandy, and Hallquist going along the near side boards now, dumped in by Sandy. Sandy and Bourne going at it, picked up by Sandy. Sandy up to Zazada. Zazada using his back to shed away the defender. Zazada over to Kirkaby. Kirkaby down to Semph. Semph being bodied off the puck there by Wyatt Johnson. Johnson flings it, or excuse me, Walls, Johnson's defensive partner, flings it along the boards, picked up by Zazada at center ice. Zazada with the puck. Shot from the blue line there, deflected away from Walls. Walls' deflection into the corner was picked up by Bourne. Bourne gave it to Semph. Semph to Dean. Dean up to Zazada. Zazada with a nice pass there to Semph. Semph trips after he regains that pass from Zazada, and the Fargo North Spartans will now go into full strength. Dean with the puck now at the point. 5-on-5 hockey is now being played. Friddle and Dean going at it. Picked up there by Friddle. Friddle wins another battle, but intercepted by Sandy just at about center ice. Dumps it in, and the second line for Fargo South-Shanley will come out ready to play. New fresh forwards here, everyone excluding Semp for Fargo South-Shanley, as Bryant with the puck in the slot. Bryant knocked off the puck there, however, up to the point to Dean. Dean with that shot deflected into the corner. Friddle now at the puck, winning once again another battle in the neutral zone. Picked up by Thrash. Thrash looking for a shot. Nice easy save there by Sandy, and he will corral that puck with 15-11 remaining in the third period.
South opening up that period on a power play where they're able to get quite a few good scoring opportunities there, getting the puck down low, almost able to get an open shot on one of them. However, North did a good job holding him off, getting the guy back out there. Even strength up for him, and now they're able to get it down to the zone, maybe looking to try to find a way for them to tie up the game.
Good opportunity there by Fargo North, saved by Sandy. Ellingson with a shot. Just missed it wide right over Sandy's shoulder. Bryant knocked off the puck there by Nelson. Sunderland with the puck now, being harassed there by Tostenson. Sunderland up the near side boards over to Gores. Gores up to Kirkaby. Nice poke check there by Ellingson to knock Kirkaby off the puck. Ellingson gets the puck back. Ellingson gave it over to Nelson, who tried to force it up center ice, intercepted by Sunderland. Sunderland's pass intercepted by Tostenson. Tostenson with a far side shot there off Zach Sandy's right pad. Up into the near side boards. Ellingson tried to hold the zone offsides. Is the call, but Fargo North was able to get out in time and will ask for the line change. Dean with the puck now, going up the ice. Dumps it into the zone, deflected there by Thrash. Pick up now by Johnson. Johnson with the puck. Johnson tried to go up to Fossum. Fossum tried to go up to Thrash, but they were not able to connect. Seabold knocked Donabauer off the puck there, and it looked like Bourne was too quick to enter the zone off of Donabauer's stick, and we'll have an offsides call with 14:02 remaining here in the third period.
North able to bounce back there with a little bit of a couple different offensive opportunities, almost getting one by Zach Sandy on an open shot from the slot. However, South still holding strong, holding on to that lead. They've been able to do all game.
Puck played up there nicely now to Friddle. Friddle knocked off the puck by Hager. Friddle gains it along the far side corner. Friddle went up to Haar. Haar tried to force it down to Hallquist. Hallquist knocked off there by Bryant. Bryant and Sandy going at it in the corner. Puck squirts out to Wyatt Johnson. Wyatt Johnson now with the puck along the near side boards. Forces it down to Friddle with 13:25 remaining in the, forced it down to Hallquist with 13:23 remaining in the third period. Hallquist with the puck now. Shot there, rebound out in front of the slot. Good back check there by Zazada as he was able to knock it back out to Johnson. Johnson with the shot, blocked once again by Zazada. Zazada knocks it off the near side glass. Regained there by Ellingson. Ellingson with the puck. Tried to show it up to his forward there, but no one was home to answer the call. Ellingson with the puck, deflected by Sempf. Sempf and Bryant showing a good forechecking presence here for Fargo South-Shanley. Wyatt Johnson tried to fling it around there to Harrison Astrup. Astrup and Sempf, going at it. Bryant with the puck now. Tried to force it into Sempf towards the center of the slot, not able to regain it. Bryant with the puck now, center of the slot. Great save there by Stahl as Fargo South-Shanley showed a couple of great opportunities there in their offensive zone. Ellingson with the puck now. Ellingson over to Friddle. Friddle not able to regain that pass. Intercepted by Wetch. Wetch over to Dean. Dean with the puck now, showing off his speed. Gains center ice. Dean tripped up on the play, and we'll have a delayed penalty here on Fargo North. 12:13 remaining in the third period. And if I'm correct, it looks like Drew Nelson, Harrison Astrup will be going to the box here for Fargo North, and we will get to see once again Fargo South-Shanley's power play. Henry, what does Fargo South-Shanley need to do on this second power play chance and kind of change up what we saw from that first power play chance late in the second and early into the third?
Well, I think the first time around at the end of the second period, they were doing a pretty good job with possession and getting good shots on net. Unfortunately for them, the period break kind of just cut their momentum a little bit, I feel like. Now having 2 straight uncontested minutes of this power play, if they just continue to do what they did the first time around, getting space, I think they'll be able to get another good opportunity with open shots and perhaps finally get their lead up to 2.
We see that strong first line of Sandy, Sempf, and Bourne out there manning the wings of that power play. Zazada and Kirkaby, also 2 very good players out there to complete all 5 for the power play out there for Fargo South. Sempf with the puck now at the point. Shot. Deflection there by Bourne, saved by Stahl. Zazada regaining possession, knocked off the puck there by Nelson. Nelson tried to shove it up the near side board, but Sandy was there to intercept it. Bourne and Sandy going at it with Nelson. Nelson rings it around the far side boards. Kirkaby not able to regain the puck there along the far side point. Kirkaby and Friddle going at it along the boards, picked up by Bourne. Bourne is Sempf, shot, missed it high left. Friddle tried to break it out there, picked up by Zazada. Zazada with a nice nifty move, tried to go backdoor to Bourne. Bourne not able to capitalize. Stahl was in position. We would have seen if Bourne was able to get that shot off. Sandy with the puck at the point. Tried to give it to Sempf. Intercepted by Hallquist. Sempf was able to regain, misses the puck momentarily, and picked up by Hallquist. Hallquist with the shot, save Sandy. Sempf on the back check. Great back check there shown by Alex Sempf. Kirkaby with the puck now, far side boards. 30 seconds remaining in this Fargo South-Shanley power play. Tried to force it to Zazada. Zazada missed it. Sandy regained it as he was trailing over to Gores. Gores up to Zazada. Zazada back to Gores, back to Zazada. Zazada with the slap shot, missed it wide left. Drew Sandy, 13 seconds remaining here in the power play. 10:23 remaining in the period. Shot there by Dean, save, rebound, Gores. Another great save there by Stahl. 6 seconds remaining until Fargo North will be back at full strength. Henry, pretty solid power play we saw there from Fargo South-Shanley. 6 seconds, maybe a couple more shots, maybe one more shot to force Stahl to make another good save until Fargo North is back at full strength.
Yeah, they got a lot of good scoring opportunities there. A lot of open shots as you would expect on a power play with an extra man out there on the ice. However, they should also watch their back, as maybe if a puck were to squirt out for North, having their guy coming right back onto the ice. However, I think South has that covered, and they'll just keep continuing their offensive presence right now.
Harrison Astrup comes out of the box and will be the 5th man for Fargo North as we return to even play. Sunderland with the shot there, blocked by his own man, Gores. Gores with the puck now, tried to force it on Stahl. No one was home. Bergeron with the puck in the far side corner, bodied nicely off the puck there by Walls. Walls and Bourne going at it, picked up by Bryan, another Fargo South-Shanley forechecker. Astrup tried to knock that one out of the zone and start the breakout there for Fargo North, but Sunderland was able to keep it in. Walls with the puck now, far side corner once again. Good defensive presence being shown here by Walls, shot by Bryant, save Stahl. Another great save there by Stahl, and looks like the net may have been knocked off. Maybe just a quick whistle there by the ref. Either way, there's 9:35 remaining in the third, and the score is still 1-0 in favor of Fargo South-Shanley. A lot of good opportunities here, Henry, being shown by Fargo South-Shanley. Not a lot of offensive presence, not a lot of consistent offensive presence being shown by Fargo North. Anything that you think they need to do to keep the puck in their zone and get some opportunities with time winding down here in the third?
Well, I think they really just got to be able to find a rhythm, as I think that penalty kind of hurt them, as they've been kind of behind in terms of having the puck and getting into a good rhythm, as South got into a good offensive rhythm on that power play and just have not let up and have kept being relentless with it. North just needs to get one thing to bounce their way, make sure they're not allowing a second goal in terms of them wanting to have a win tonight. They just got to be able to get it back down into the zone and finally get some offensive pressure and get a little bit of rhythm and momentum in their favor, as South has all of that going for them right now.
That offensive zone faceoff for Fargo South-Shanley was won by Sandy up to Zazada. Zazada dumped it into Donabauer along the far side boards. Donabauer, Sandy, and Semth going at it for Fargo South-Shanley, as Friddle tried to dump it out for Fargo North. Shot there from the point by Lars Hager. Glove saved there by Jesse Stahl.
South's offensive pressure here has been really showing with that shot total, as they were behind by about 5 or 6 just a couple minutes ago before the power play, and now the shots are all evened up, and that's been kind of the one thing that's been able to keep North in this game, is that they've had a little bit more offensive pressure throughout the night as a whole. But if they're not able to keep that up, South's been outplaying them a little bit defensively and now offensively, so if they don't have any answer for that, North will maybe not have a good option of winning tonight.
Hallquist with a great pass there to Harrison Astrup, but he was knocked off the puck there by a Fargo South defender. Ultimately picked up there by Haar, and he was not able to regain it at the point. Good forecheck shown by John Lang and Alex Semp. Semp was offsides and too quick to enter the zone, as John Lang will be called for the offsides.
Really close call there on the offsides. I don't know. It looked like he might have still been fine, but nonetheless, referee blowing the whistle there, and South and North will go back to an offside zone faceoff.
Zazada with the puck here, entering the zone. Shot deflected wide. Walls with the puck now. Tried to give it to his forward man, Richards. Richards not able to gain it. Far side boards now. Picked up there by Friddle, and Friddle dumped it in. Zazada was being pressured there heavily by Richards, but Richards was not quite quick enough to regain that puck, and icing will be the call. We have 8:24 remaining here in the third period. Another offensive zone faceoff here for Fargo South-Shanley, really showing great sustained pressure throughout the majority of this period that we've seen so far. Fargo North not able to get a lot of clean breakouts and not able to get a lot of clean opportunities that we saw earlier in the game. Zazada with the puck now at the point. Shot there. Deflected to the side there by Ellingson. Donabauer with the puck now. Tried to force it up to Hager. Hager knocked off the puck there and dumped it into their offensive zone. Fargo South-Shanley showing off their forecheck again. Walls with the puck. Walls with an arid pass there. Tried to connect with Richards, but was not able to connect. And another cross-ice pass there that does not connect, and icing will be a call once again. 8 minutes remaining in the third period.
It's a bit of an interesting dynamic. If you're North here with only 8 minutes left and the time winding down, you might think of starting to be in a little bit of a panic or frantic mode. But even though South has seemed to dominate as of recent in this game, they're still only up by 1. So North really just needs to get a bounce. They need to make sure they stay calm with their play, get a little bit of neutral zone regrouping that can turn into offensive zone pressure, because right now South's just been kind of dominating them. And even though it's a little bit of closer game than it may seem, South has just been really holding strong so far in this period.
Yeah, Henry, one thing that you did mention there was that Fargo North needs to try to remain calm. We've seen a lot of arid cross-ice passes like that where they've not really been able to sustain a clean breakout and sustain a clean forecheck truly in their offensive zone, which has allowed Fargo South-Shanley to control the majority of this period and really turn their offensive minds on and get some quality shots on stall. So if they're able to get some good quality breakouts and test Sandy here with 7:11 remaining in the third, maybe a puck can bounce their way like you said.
Yeah, it seems as if with all of South's offensive pressure they've been having as of recent, North's getting a little bit frantic every time the puck hits their stick, just try to clear it out. I think they really got to try to focus on getting a little bit more of possession of the puck before they try to move it up ice if they're having any thoughts of putting in a goal tonight.
Nelson with the puck now. Tried to give it up to Tostenson. Tostenson's pass was intercepted there by Lang. Lang showing a strong presence here for only being a freshman. Lang and Senf going at it now for Fargo South, being pressured by Johnson. Lang gains the puck and kicks it over to his line mate Senf. Senf being bodied hard there by Friddle. Friddle and Senf, as well as Nelson for Fargo North going at it, picked up by Drew Sandy. Drew Sandy to Senf and behind the net. Senf tried to center it into the slot, but was not able to capitalize as there was a poke check there from Jesse Stahl. Senf with the puck now, showing great finesse there behind the net. Fargo North keeping up their physicality behind the net and trying to knock off every chance they get, knock off the Fargo South forwards. Astrup now with the puck along the far side boards, and that puck will once again be deflected out of play by John Lang off the stick of Astrup with 6 minutes remaining here in the third. Henry, time's kind of winding down here for Fargo North. We've seen a lot of good opportunities from Fargo South. Jesse Stahl definitely remaining strong in net there for Fargo North. An offensive faceoff definitely key here for Fargo North if they're going to capitalize with, like we said, time remaining down here in the third.
Yeah, time's are run down a little bit on them. They got to be able to finally get their offensive pressure going because, like we've seen this entire game, when they do get it, they still have not been able to capitalize on a goal just yet. They had a little bit of a good rush there on that last play before the play was stopped. But again, South was showing a good back check and strong defensive presence that they've had all night.
Good move shown by Bergeron here. He forced that one on Stahl, but an even better back check there shown by Ellingson. Henry, one thing that you did mention is how Fargo North is going to need to sustain that offensive pressure. One thing to mention, though, is when you have a good goalie in Zach Sandy, when it comes down to crunch time like this, under 5 minutes, under 4 minutes, he's really a solid goaltender throughout the whole game. But when it matters, he'll be one of the top goaltenders in the state when it matters most. Great opportunity shown there, and Sandy once again remains strong. Good drive to the net there by Richards as he is just trying to force something on Sandy now, hoping to get a puck to slip their way. Richards now with the puck, up to Hallquist. Hallquist not able to retain it. Dean intercepts it. Dean gains center ice now, and Carson Dean gains the zone. Glove save there from the point by Dean. 4:51 remaining here in the third period.
As you were saying of Zach Sandy, top save percentage in the state, and that's not just statistically, probably overall is the best goaltender in the state of North Dakota. If you're a team like the South Bruins, you're more confident than any other team in the state when it comes down to crunch time like this, as you mentioned, as Zach Sandy will have that clutch gene and keep that good goaltending up throughout the rest of the game.
Kirkeby and Astrup now in the offensive zone of Fargo South. One by Kirkeby up to Zazada. Zazada with the puck. Tries to force it back into Gores. Kirkeby, however, able to retain it in the corner. Knocked off nicely, though, however, by Friddle. Friddle able to give it over to Dorsey. Dorsey was able to break it out back to Astrup. And Astrup was not able to make a nice pass there, trying to force it over to Tostenson. Picked up by Gores now. Gores tried to get a shot there. Not sure if it was deflected or maybe just missed it a little bit high there for Grant Gores. Picked up by Johnson now. Johnson tried to go cross ice once again. Zazada staying strong in the defensive zone for Fargo South-Shanley. A shot there by Nate Friddle, deflected to the side by Zach Sandy, comes all the way back out to center ice. And a host of Bruins and a host of Spartans will now go at it at center ice. Fargo South-Shanley definitely playing a little more conservatively here when it comes to the defensive zone. Not wanting Fargo North to capitalize on any opportunities that they may have. Zazada with a nice move there around a couple of Fargo North defenders up to Senf. Senf deadly with his stick there. Tries to make a move around the North defender. Knocked off the puck there after the shot, and another save by Stahl. Henry, one thing to mention is Jesse Stahl definitely keeping them in this game. We've seen probably for the past 9-10 minutes of this period, Jesse Stahl making a lot of key quality saves, trying to keep his team in this one as best he can.
Yeah, well, we've been talking about Zach Sandy, giving him a lot of praise. Jesse Stahl on the other end is no slouch himself. He's been playing absolutely out of his mind tonight as well. A great goalie battle going down between both teams. And overall, it looks like Zach Sandy just got the edge on him right now. But both teams got a strong defense and amazing goaltenders. And with only 3.5 minutes left here, both goaltenders are going to have to stand strong to make sure that their teams can get a victory.
Dumped in here now by Fargo North. and they would try to set up shop as Richards is trying to force the puck now back into the offensive zone and try to sustain some pressure. After that scrum along the near side boards is picked up by Drew Sandy, who's knocked off the puck there and dumped in by Drew Nelson. Nelson, after that dump in, picked up by Dean. Dean to Semp. Semp trying to slip around a couple defenders back to Dean. Dean tried to give us to his D partner who was not there to bang it home. Nice slot slendering pass there to Michael Hallquist, but Zach Sandy remains strong once again in net. Sunderland tried to flick it up the near side boards, and Semp was able to help Sunderland with the extra flick of the wrist there. Semp with the puck now. Makes a move around the Fargo North defender. Bodied nicely off the puck there by Wyatt Johnson. Physicality is definitely something that Fargo North is not lacking here in this game, and we've seen the whole game. Bergeron now with the puck. Shot there, deflected. Picked up by Donabauer along the near side dot. Donabauer with the puck. Cycles it back down to Semp. Semp body nice there. However, it was a great pass, centering pass to Bergeron, but Bergeron was not able to capitalize as there was a host of Fargo North Spartan defenders. Tossinson there with a weak shot on net, and Sandy was able to corral that one. 2:05 remaining in the third. Fargo South-Shanley hanging on to that 1-0 lead here as we will have a face-off in the offensive zone for Fargo North. Just under 2 minutes remaining here. Bourne with the puck now. Him, Donabauer, and Bergeron on the forecheck for Fargo South-Shanley. Bourne shot there, deflected by Stahl. Picked up along the far side boards by Bergeron. Bergeron knocked off the puck there by Friddle. Walls with the puck now behind the net. Walls with another arid pass there to try to connect with one of his forwards. Was not able to connect. Icing was called off, and now Lars Hager will regain the puck. Hager up to Gores. Gores knocked off the puck after the back check there by Hallquist. Definitely going to see a surge of offense here from Fargo North. Hopefully they can get something set up and maybe try to capitalize with just 1:15 remaining in the third.
Extra player has come in for North here as Stahl has went from the goaltender crease into the bench. So North's really looking to finally get that last final push in the final minute here to try to tie this game up and send it into OT.
1 minute remaining here as Bryant is on the forecheck here. We'll see if North can get anything set up. 53 seconds remaining. Friddle with the puck now. Up to his defense partner, Haar. Haar dumped it in to Hallquist. Hallquist being bodied off the puck there. Back up to Johnson. Johnson with the puck now. Cross ice there to Tossinson. Tossinson with a shot. Save Sandy. Bryant with a good opportunity here. A little too far up the ice there to try to knock it off the glass, and it goes into his own bench, and there will be an offensive face-off in the third period. Fargo North trying to set anything up that they can here with 35 seconds remaining.
North bench looked to be yelling for a delay of game penalty there on Brian on that play as he shot it out of the play without even clipping the boards or getting deflected of any kind. However, it seemed to be just an accident, so the refs let that one go.
Semp with the shot there, just wide on the open net. Picked up there by Johnson. Johnson down to Richards. Richards with the puck. Up to Hallquist. Hallquist makes a move there around 15 seconds remaining around Boren. Hallquist slips it past the defender. In the slot. Shot. Good back check shown by Boren there as that might have saved the goal. Another shot. Save Sandy. A whistle there. Great shot there by Wyatt Johnson right in the slot. Another great back check shown by Fargo South-Shanley. Probably saved that Michael Hallquist goal, but another great shot. Another great opportunity that Zach Sandy was able to save there.
Yeah, North fans out here might have been a little angry thinking that Zach Sandy might have purposely knocked the net off on that play. However, I'm thinking just in the heat of the moment and the speed that was coming in, it might have just been an accident. And now only 6 seconds remaining for North. Luckily for them, the faceoff is in their zone. Looks like the teams, I believe, probably South will be calling their timeout here. Trying to set up the final 7 seconds now have been added onto the clock of gameplay as North is looking to try to tie it up and South is just looking for those final 7 seconds to tick off and walk out of here with the W.
Looks like they added a whole second there, excuse me, onto the clock. We will now have 7.5 seconds remaining in the third period. We'll see what Fargo North is able to draw up on this timeout and what defensive presence Fargo South will show. Maybe time for one good quality shot and maybe a rebound up in the slot, but we'll see if Fargo South-Shanley is able to remain strong. North taking their time coming out of this timeout. Definitely have a play call set up here. We'll see what they drew up there on the bench. 1-0 lead here for Fargo South-Shanley. One more opportunity here for Fargo North. Face off between Richards and Sandy. If Sandy wins it, that likely does it. Richards wins it up to Johnson. Johnson in the slot. Good opportunity, save Sandy. 3 seconds left. One more opportunity here for Fargo North, and time will tick down. Fargo South-Shanley will keep the 2 seed. Fargo South-Shanley remains and is able to hang on to this 1-0 lead over Fargo North. A definitely strong defensive presence, Henry, that we saw late in that game. Really offensive-minded game in the first 2 periods, and then it really turned to defense there for Fargo South-Shanley, able to hang on to that 1-0 lead late into that one, as Fargo North was able to get a lot of key quality shots within the last 2 minutes of that period.
Yeah, you said it. A lot of defense prevailing in this game. Only 1 goal coming out through the entire night. A lot of more offensive opportunities did happen in the first 2 periods, as you said, but nonetheless, only 1 goal is all you need for the South Bruins as they come out victorious tonight in a goalie battle between Stahl and Sandy.
Well, folks, we'd like to thank you for tuning in tonight. For Henry Collins and our entire crew, I'm Cooper Mattern. The final from Fargo. Fargo South-Shanley Bruins 1. Fargo North Spartans 0. To watch the archive version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to ShanleyTV.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV.